love the part when I was like,
Give me a little kamikaze. Give me a little bonsai. Wake up in here.
They're going to the land where the code of the ninjas began.
You are not Japanese. I can do it.
Now, for the first time, the true story.
Welcome Japan.
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 Welcome Japan. Welcome Japan.
Welcome Japan.
Welcome Japan.
Welcome Japan.
I'm nothing but a worthless gaijin.
Hey everybody out there on the YouTube source, this is Tkyosam coming to you live from a sexy ass podcast here called Why Come Japan Part 2.5. I don't even fucking know what the name of this podcast is, but it's basically, for all of you guys who do not know, my name is Tkyosam. I do videos and all stuffy stuffs, and I'm also fat and I'm black, and I'm here in Japan, and for this podcast in particular, I am interviewing all kinds of sexy English-speaking foreigners that live in different prefectures around Japan, and there's 47 prefectures in total, and for each one we're gonna find somebody who has a unique spin and story to tell about why they moved to Japan and why it's awesome. Today I am joined with Mr. Mikey McMikinson from Michaeltown, Michael Jordan, MJ for Shizzle. This guy, I've known him for years, and he finally came over to Japan, and I'm so happy he's here, and I think he's happy he's here too. And anyway, please let me introduce Mike.
Hello, everybody.
Yes, so Mike, first off, let's let the people know a little bit about you, and you know, for all these people, because I know you, but they don't know you maybe. So why don't you just tell all these people out here? So, Mike, let's get a little background on you. You know, where are you from? How old are you? You know, what were you doing before you came to Japan?
So, I'm originally from Bayonne, New Jersey, which is a small town, 15 minutes away from New York City.
Yeah, Bayonne, yeah, buddy.
I'm 36 years old, and before I came to Japan, I was working at a restaurant and going to college, getting my degree so I could come here.
Okay, awesome. And what were some of your hobbies back home?
Hobbies were mostly college for the last 6 years, studying and books and working. I had no life for the last 6 years.
Chicks, nugs, and grindage, brah. That's all I did. Oh yeah. So how long have you been wanting to come to Japan? Like, what was, you know, for me, it's like ever since I could shit my pants, pretty much. That's how long I've been wanting to come to Japan.
I could probably pinpoint it to 2007 when I first came to Tokyo. And I just fell in love with the city.
Was it just on a whim, or were you planning that, or like friends brought you here, or what?
It was just a planned vacation, fun times, new place, and second time in Asia. But I went to China once, and I wasn't too fond of it, so I tried the other side.
Yeah, fuck China. I mean, just joking. Please, Chinese sponsors, don't get angry at me. I don't have any sponsors for this. I should get some fucking sponsors for this. Anyway, yeah. So, Mike, you were studying before you came here. You came here on a vacation, kind of on a whim. You fell in love with it. You went back home. You finished school, and then you came back here. How do you know me, and how are we doing this podcast right now? You care to fill in everybody?
I know you from Sam Big in Japan, which were the best videos. I've lived my life through you, watching your videos every day.
Yeah, buddy.
I really fell in love with Japan. That's what made me want to come here most of all.
Oh, really? Oh, come on, man. You don't need to suck my dick that hard in front of the
No.
subscribers. You're being too nice. You're being too kind here.
The Sam Big in Japan, those videos were top notch.
And now now I have to actually go and make them again now. You're making me have to go and make them. I hope you're happy. You know, the main reason why I stopped doing those is because, well, one, the like timing was always sporadic for like uploading them, but two, it's because I always got copyright flagged for no matter what version of Big in Japan I put in my intro. I guess if I could change that, it'll be back up. I'm doing vlogs again soon, so
yeah,
within this year, 2017.
Those were great. Those were the.
You were great, Mike. You were great.
Young Sam.
Not old fat Carl Sam right now. Hey, you know, you guys. That's what I want to do is, you know, get nude in your house. Yeah. So Mike, what's is there some of the people on this podcast are going to be like YouTube or like social media personalities. Some people are just like not on there. Like, is there any? Are you on the internet, or is it just kind of you lead a quiet life? What's going on?
I have a YouTube channel, but you'll never get a quality video out of me. I have no time, no editing software, so
Okay.
I mean, there's like videos of my apartment or stupid things I do, but they'll never be edited.
What would you like people like in the comments after they watch this? What do you want them to refer you to? Mike, Mike Areno, Mikey.
Mike
D's?
is fine.
Mike, okay, good. Thanks, Mike. So you're originally from Jersey, but you don't have a Jersey accent. What's up with that?
I don't know. Most people say I do.
Really? I don't know. You
Yeah.
got it's very subtle. I don't know the people who I dealt with. But then again, my aunt Rosie, she's from. Has been 10 years. I don't remember. Anyway, she's from literally kind of near where you are, right across the fucking, the place where they filmed Copland. That's where her and my uncle live. But anyway, that's good. You got it's good. Anyway, hot sex with the boobs. So you're 36 years old. Are you married? Relationships? Japanese women? Fill us in, Mike. We got to know.
I am married. I have a Japanese wife.
Nice. How long did it take to grab one of those?
About a year and a half.
Nice. Where did you guys meet?
She's actually a co-teacher. For my school, I work at a Eikaiwa, so she's the Japanese teacher for 3 weeks of the month, and I go there for 1 week.
Nice. So you did the Japanese thing and you married your coworker. Very Japanese. You guys have no idea. The phrase "don't shit where you eat" does not apply in Japan. That's how a lot of people meet their spouses here. And Mike has met. Mike did it. Mike's more Japanese than me. Props to Mike, guys. Are you no kids, right?
No kids yet.
Okay.
Hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon. Well, that's why I always like to tell the people when I work at the preschools. They're like, "You're so good with kids." I was like, "Yeah, I gotta say, I love kids, but I love making them more." You know what I mean? Bada bing, bada. Yeah. Oh God. They're like, oh.
So.
Yeah, so this hi. How long have you been in Japan for so far? Right.
For about 2 years.
Okay. 2 years. And have you been in one place the whole time, or where you been?
I've always been in Wakayama, but I had like training in Osaka and Nagoya, so I've seen a little bit of other places.
Okay, and so how's your Japanese level then, like speaking, reading, writing wise?
Most people won't understand, but I know you will since you've come to Japan and you weren't speaking at first. I'm at that stage where I'm understanding a lot more, but I can't speak it. It's hard to get the words out and hard to catch, like when you go and get a bento heated up. I don't know what they say, but I know they're asking me if they want me to warm it up.
Yeah, it's like 80-20, right? You understand 80%, but you can only reproduce 20. I know that feeling. Imagine what it's like at high-level Japanese. I sound like a retard, dude. It's great. Okay, so what? And we already covered what you were doing before you came to Japan. So how did you end up moving to Japan? For me, it was just like I even skipped college graduation. I just fucking flew on the plane. I just got here. And I hit the ground running. I applied for jobs before I came over here, and I just started looking for jobs.
I actually applied to jobs in America, and I interviewed in Canada, and then 4 months later I was in Japan.
Wow, so you were jumping all around the joint before you even got to Japan.
Yeah, I had to go through a few circles.
I remember you even asked me about that, I think, at some point. You were like, hey, should I be doing this or should I just come over here and search? And I was like, fuck it, just do whatever, whichever way. Just get it done. You got to do that. Okay, so that's how you ended up you found a job in America and you were able to fly over here and like basically hit the ground running with a job.
Yes.
Tell me 3 reasons on why you moved to Japan besides chicks, nugs, and grindage.
Well, number 1 was, like I said before, Sam big in Japan.
Oh, okay. Besides me, 3 other ones.
All right. My original trip to Tokyo was the people, like the respect that they have for others, and they're not all about themselves, not the me, like America. There's a lot of respect. There's just so much beauty and culture in Japan that I wanted to experience, and I was getting a little tired with my life in America and the way things were going, living paycheck to paycheck. It's a lot easier to save your money in Japan, put a little nest egg away for yourself.
I agree. No, you don't need to worry about getting jumped, mugged, raped, especially the rape one. Oh man, you know.
Like I was watching a video you made, and you were talking about someone who couldn't afford to go back to America because they didn't have money, or wherever they had to go back because someone died.
Yeah.
And I was like, how can you not save money to go back to America? Like, how do you not even have that?
That chick was a dumb fucking cunt, and and we can cuss, by the way, Mike. So feel free to go nasty and just go into full Jersey mode. But I was so nice and respectful throughout the whole video, and the way her friends and her reacted to that video afterwards, like, you can't put this up. Hey, you put your shit on the internet, lady. Like, that's anyway. I won't get into it, but that lady was a total cunt, and I'm really happy her grandma died now because she totally the way she reacted. Yeah, people, you know. You're a child. Stop acting like a child. You live across the fucking country, you know, a world. Act like an adult, you know? But yeah, agreed. How can you not save money? I work part-time and I still am able to put away a bit of money every fucking month.
Yeah. I find it very easy cost of living.
Yeah, it just seems like so much simpler, you know? We're outside of the box. We don't have to pay for random fucking HMOs. We don't have to worry about car insurance, like premiums.
Well, I kind of have to.
Yeah, I'm in Tokyo. You're outside Tokyo. I forgot. That's but yeah. So you know, so you liked the safety here. You loved how people were so respectful and kind. That's two. Was there a third one at all?
The culture and just wanting to be a part of life here. Just change of my life in America in general. Like I was not happy, not in a position I wanted to be in.
I totally understand. We're like peas in a pod here, Mike. You're preaching to the choir, buddy. I know all this stuff, so it's like it's funny, you know. When I don't like, you know, you're from the East Coast, and like I grew up in Colorado, but I also grew up in New York City, and like you know, and it's like, but my mom, she's got a heavy fucking New York accent, and especially my godparents and stuff. And it's just like it's funny when I talk to like East. I just. You know, I'm so used to being Whitey McWhiteson. Hi, ha, ha, ha. You know, non-dairy creamer. And it's like, as soon as I talk to somebody from the East Coast, it just automatically kind of comes out. Bagels, apples.
Bagels.
Yeah, bagels with some lox and some cream cheese. Shake Shack.
Muff cabbage.
Yeah,
muff
cabbage. Forget about it. Get out of here. You know, it's just, oh man. But yeah, it's funny. It's I just apologize if my East Coast accent is coming out a little, guys. It's not, that's only for the tough guy image, I swear. Mike is a very scary, intimidating, sexual black man over here. I gotta look tougher. I gotta project strength. So, well, okay. So we've learned a little bit about Mike. Let's get into some questions about him, like, and being in his, you know, prefecture for the most part. So, Mike, you ended up in your prefecture in your job by finding it, I'm guessing, on the internet first, and then you just kind of went from there, or what?
Well, the job itself picked my location. They gave you, where do you want to live type thing, and I just told them I want to live south. Okay. South Japan, and they threw me down here.
Why did you say South Japan?
I didn't want to go towards Hokkaido in the cold.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's a good answer right there. Yeah.
And if everybody picks Tokyo, so me getting Tokyo was far shot. So I figured, let me just say South Japan, and at least I'm away from the cold.
Yeah. Okay, that's smart. Yeah, well, I mean, I like the cold in Tokyo better than I like the heat in Tokyo, but I don't want to. You guys don't know pain until you have to scrape it. You have to warm up your car, scrape off the ice off the fucking windshield, shovel the snow. Then you got to go to Dunkin' Donuts to get a nice hot coffee, but you got to wait in line. And just everyone's a fucking prick. It's great.
Yeah, East Coast winters suck.
Yeah, you know, icy roads for the win. Yay. Yeah, East Coast sucks for winter. That wind chill sucks. Anyway, okay, that's a good. So you've lived there for about 2 years so far. What are some places that you like to go to? I mean, I know you were telling me before the podcast that there's so many awesome places you like. If you could pick like three that like you at least ones that you go back to all the time. Which ones would you say?
Shirahama Beach definitely is number one. It's probably, if not the best beach in Japan. It's where everybody from Osaka comes down to go. Lots of people, things to do. You have Adventure World. So Adventure World, which is pretty much a animal park, zoo almost. You got whales or whatever. You got giraffes, all those nice animals.
I love the fucking giraffes.
And then you have things like Nachi Waterfall, which is very beautiful. Probably one of the most beautiful things I've seen in Wakayama. And then I work at this place, so the Wakayama Densu line, which is the Nitama line with the cat.
Okay. Oh, the cat
station master.
Yeah. Okay.
Undisputed #1 station master.
Oh yeah, fucking cat power, baby. Oh yeah. Okay, so what's okay, that's some awesome places. What do you have any fun so like what about some fun stories that you have like from people that you've met or fun things that might like that kind of caught you off guard but were pleasantly surprising? Like for instance, when I was in Totori, I was stuck and I had to wait 10 hours for a bus and some old people just came out of nowhere and they're like, "Oh, gaijin," and they just took me out for a tour all day, and then by the time the tour was done, I was able to get on that bus, but they paid for everything. Do you have any like fun stories of just people being nice and catching you off guard?
People are always very, very nice. The most I don't want to say racism. The most thing is on the train, no one wants to sit by you as usual, being in the Yanaka. Yeah, boo-hoo. I have a whole seat to myself.
Yep, yeah. Oh, my heart is aching. I'm dying over here.
Yeah, I mean, for example, I was lost when I first moved to Wakayama City. Mm-hmm. And so I got off the train station. I had no clue how to get home. And someone actually walked me 20 blocks to get me to my house. So they're random acts of kindness that always come across with people. Probably the worst story that happened to me is I had a 2-hour train ride and I fell asleep on the train and woke up in Hino. And then no train back.
Wow, that's what did you end up doing that night? Just internet cafe or hotel or just?
Right at the train station. Summertime, it was all right.
I slept at the train station. I felt very sticky and dirty after that. It was the countryside. I had to sleep at the train station. Oh, fun times. What about have you met any interesting characters since you've been in Japan? Besides, we haven't even met in person yet. You got to come to Tokyo, dude. Come on.
Yes, I definitely want to. As far as people, the gaijin community is pretty good here.
Okay.
Most people I talk to are gaijin coworkers, but the Japanese people I met as well are very friendly, kind, open-hearted, welcoming, and fun to be with. So,
okay.
Just good times over here.
Hell yeah, fuck yeah. What have you
The problem.
No. Finish your thought, please. Yeah.
The biggest problem I found moving to Tokyo was my age gap.
Okay.
Where I came here when I was 35. Mm-hmm. So what happens is there's an age gap where the younger kids that come here are a little immature for me. Like, I don't want to go out partying every week. I want to go out to dinner or something. I don't need to party. I did that in my younger years. And then the older crowd already have wife, kids, a busy life, and I didn't mesh well with the people.
Yeah, okay. So you're kind of like in a purgatory kind of state right now when it comes to social groups.
Yeah, I have a tight knit of friends I call friends. Mm-hmm. And then I have a bunch of acquaintances, and then I'm always with my wife and her family, which were very opening to me. Probably what I enjoy doing most is hanging out with her and her family.
Okay, that sounds awesome. Sounds great, dude.
It's very different. Like, I don't know too much about Japan. Everything's new to me, but like I have one friend who said that he has a Japanese girlfriend and he planned on marrying her, but the parents would never let that happen. But I never had that experience where as soon as they met me, they greeted me with open arms. It was a great experience.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, come on. Anybody can tell that when they meet Mike, Mr. Mike over here, that come on, they're getting 100% Kobe beef, baby. They ain't getting some side of the fucking road, fucking heifer. They're getting some good stuff, man. Yeah, dude. What about food? Let's talk food really quick before we get into anything else. Like, how's the fucking food, man? Let's get into it.
This is going to be funny. So I live in a fish town. Everything's fish around me, and I do not eat any seafood.
The hell's wrong with you? Come on.
I try. Every time they ask, I'll try a little bit, but I'm not a big seafood guy. I'm a big more on the ramen side.
Well, I mean, Japan. Okay, so what are you eating most of the time? Like throughout the day, what are you eating?
Ramen, soba meshi. What is it? I probably say it wrong. Okonomiyaki.
Okonomiyaki. Yeah.
So I love meshi soba.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a big noodle fan, and then I love my McDonald's.
Don't mention that. That's I promised. I made that weight loss vid just like literally this week. Say no McDonald's, no soda with like sugar. I can still have Diet Coke, but it's just no sugar, no soda, no McDonald's until I lose 50 pounds. You're killing me, Mike. You're killing me.
You can't say no when they have a new burger every week.
I know.
I gotta try that one. Gotta try that one.
That one has shrimp in it. That's I gotta eat it. That one has melted cheese and ham.
Yeah, the newest one was like macaroni and cheese and shrimp in it.
God, I love the one that they have every week, every September. It's the steamy burger, the egg burger. That's my jam, dude. Fuck. You gotta give it up. Gotta give it up. Gotta be healthy. Gotta be Mikey weight before I get down to doing any of that shit. What about cooking? Come on, tell me your wife cooks, please.
We both cook, but she's the main cook of the house. We got an oven, so we're good. We got a convection oven. We got a top burner. We got the fish fryer that comes out.
Nice.
So we're not doing. Yeah, it's not too hard to cook a meal here.
You're eating mostly Japanese food on the day.
100%, 100%.
You're living the dream, Mike. You are living the dream, man. You guys, you want to be like somebody who fully embraces Japan when they come here. Mike is the epitome, the golden boy. Those don't have anything to do with golden showers, I think. But anyway, you are definitely like Mike embracing all this stuff, and he's taking it full advantage of just being here. Sorry, Mike. Raft in here on a window.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but my house is so much colder than it is outside.
Oh, the insulation. Yeah, the insulation here sucks, man. Like back home, like my friend's an engineer, and he was showing me, like from Germany, and he was showing me how they do shit in Germany compared to Japan. I think it's mostly just due to earthquakes constantly shaking shit that it really could fuck up the central heating, or at least that's what I like to think. But then I found out in Hokkaido they have central heating, so it's fucking bullshit. But if I build my own house, I'll definitely fucking get some engineers over here and do the central heating stuff.
I wake up in the morning, I have to open up my door to let the cold out.
Yeah, yeah, right. It's like Muppet Christmas Carol all over again. Rizzo, what are we doing here? Let's go back outside. It was cold. It was warmer out there. Yeah, I have my air conditioner. It is set to turn on every morning from 7 to 8, so I can wake up during that time, and it heats up my room. You got to get the timer for your air conditioner. That's what you do. Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna see if I have that.
Investing, you got to do that. Your wife probably wants to save money. Just tell her, don't worry, I got it.
Oh no. She has her heat. We have a portable heater she puts on all the time. We got the Kotatsu on 24/7.
Yeah,
that's where I'm right now under the Kotatsu.
Yeah, me too. I got I got the blanket, but I got the hot water bottle instead of the Kotatsu heater going on right now. It's so warm. You just boil the water and just feels awesome. So what about so tell me so we got cool places.
Well, if you want to finish on food,
food.
Wakayama, what it's known for mostly is umeboshi,
Umeboshi, the sour plums, yeah.
mikan,
Okay.
and then we also have kujira.
Whale? You guys
Yeah,
have
yeah.
whale meat?
Because I live, because if you know, the cove
Yeah.
is in Wakayama.
I thought that was in Mie Prefecture or something.
No, it's actually at the bottom of Wakayama, so...
I don't give a shit about whales or dolphins. Fuck them. Kill them all. It's okay. Get
Screw you, whale.
Yeah,
Screw
fuck
you,
you,
dolphin.
whale. Fuck you, dolphin. They bombed Pearl Harbor. I knew it.
But even there, I think it's a rarity to eat. I have eaten it,
Yep.
and it's probably the best seafood I ate so far. It's more like a steak rather than...
Yeah. Whale's more like a steak. It's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
but,
whale tastes like baby tears.
and delicious baby
And
tears.
delicious baby tears. Are you kidding? I'd kill 5 babies to get some of that delicious. You so you're liking the local fisheries so far for that stuff.
My wife loves them.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying very hard to eat fish, but there's something about the fishy taste and
Really?
everything.
I
I have to find
Really?
like a nice fish that I like or something.
No, I mean, I love that it's soft meat and it's automatically salty. That sounds kind of gay, but I mean, I love how it's just soft. Like, it's chicken, pork, beef, like any other kind of meat. It's a lot more. You gotta chew it a lot more, and fish just kind of like melts in your mouth. And especially if you get some nice miso paste on it, and you like just let it cook in its own juice. Fucking
Yeah, I gotta open up more. It's my own.
I just branch out, try new things. There's some fish that suck. There's some fish that is good.
Yeah, I definitely try. Like eel. Eel's awesome.
Oh, dude. Oh, fucking. Oh.
I like
Yes.
the weird shit.
Eel's great. I love eel. Eel's great. So moving on from food though, because we're kind of getting into the food
All
thing
right.
here. So you lived there for 2 years. What are some cool places that you like to go to?
We went through this, but
Oh shit. Sorry. No. Well, we went through scenery. Oh wait. What was it? I'm sorry. I think I have this like here twice or something because it says cool places and then places that you'd like to bring. And oh shit. Sorry about that. Never mind. Here. So can you tell us where can we make friends or pick up chicks?
well, I would say Wakayama City would be the best place.
Okay.
At least during the winter. There's I don't want to call it a gaijin bar, but it's owned by a gaijin.
Okay.
And most of the clientele is Japanese, but you
Okay.
could get good English conversation there. Lots of people go there. Lots of dance bar, plug.
Dan's Bar, and what city's that in?
Wakayama City.
Oh, Wakayama City. Okay.
But I mean, if it's the summer, the
Mm-hmm.
hot weather, you want to head down to Shirahama. That's where, if you want to meet a lot of girls or something, go to the beach. There's a lot of people.
Okay, there's a lot of hot chickies with the hot sex. Japanese women are so fucking attractive. I mean, god damn it, just Yes, guys, you're gonna have such a good time in Japan. Like, it's disgusting how much of a good time you're gonna have. You're gonna have too much fun. You're gonna like come back home and you're gonna kill yourself because you overloaded on fun. Nothing can ever top it.
I got to put my goggles on now. I got to walk straight,
Yeah,
eyes forward.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you gotta be. Yes, dicks in the pants. No out for Harambe anymore, everybody. So where do you? So what's the hardest part about living in Wakayama? Like,
Definitely the train schedules.
ah,
Catching trains, always like an hour apart. I'll get out of school at like 8:30, and I gotta wait until 10 to catch the next train.
yeah.
And then it's like an hour commute. So definitely trains. But besides that, there really isn't winter's boring. There ain't much to do in Ianaka during the winter.
Mm.
But for the most part, like, I'm in a great city. Like, I don't ever plan on leaving Wakayama. As far as moving, I want to visit many, many places, but I mean, my wife has a car, so it's not hard to get around to do fun things. But yeah, Wakayama is a great place. You could spend a good 20 days here and still have more to do.
Oh, that's awesome. So what's the easiest part about living in Wakayama then? Or what's the most fun
Easiest-
part? Fun parts, plural.
Well, fun parts are just the people in general, very accepting, fun bars to go to, fun places to go. Like I said, everything right now is still brand new to me, even if I've been there before. I'm like a kid in a park.
Honeymoon phase in Japan.
Yeah.
Best phase.
I hope it never leaves.
Yeah, dude.
Like-
Just don't hang out with negative gaijin and you'll keep it a lot longer.
Well, I have a new rule where I refuse to hang out with gaijin
That's good.
because I don't want to get into that bubble.
That's good. Yeah, no, that's the worst bubble to be in. The only gaijin, only English bubble.
I have two gaijins that I can't, you know what I mean? I met when I came, but like for the most part, one owns a bar, so I go and see him, and then the other one, he works as much as I do, and he's in Osaka, so he's never around. So mostly with my wife in school.
Okay, well that's good. So so tell me, if I was coming there for like let's say 3 days or something, where would you take me? And like I don't know anything. I'm open for anything, like nature shit, city shit. Just anything. Where would you take me?
Is it summertime?
I guess let's say it's summertime. Yeah.
Okay, so definitely I would take you to Tkyosam, which
Okay.
is a big mountain, as you can tell by Koyasan. But it's a big cemetery, and they have like all these huge monumental graves, and they have a Buddha that they opened last year, and they
Okay.
haven't opened it since 100 years ago. And there's a monk inside the Buddha statue that was like mummified, maybe? Is that the right word? So that was pretty
okay.
cool.
Nice.
I would definitely take you to maybe Taiji. They
Yay.
have
They got
have,
some good. They got some good meat there. I hear it's pretty.
yeah, no, but they have a nice a place where you could feed whales and dolphins, and you can watch a nice dolphin show. And then you could go to the cove and watch them get killed.
Yeah, that's only what I really want to invest my time in. I mean, I'm all for happiness and games, but if there's no violence, I really just don't see myself sitting there for more than 5 minutes. I just. Sorry.
I wouldn't
easy.
take you personally to Wakayama Castle because you've seen one castle, you've seen them all.
Yeah.
You've seen one shrine, you've seen them all.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about what's going on there. Maybe I would go to Melody Road.
I don't know what that is, but that's awesome.
Melody Road is a strip of road. I don't know exactly how long, but you drive your tires on top of the concrete, and it plays a song in your car. So you shut off the radio and stuff.
That sounds awesome. That sounds really cool. Shit.
But yeah.
Okay, so that's okay, Mike. So we got that taken care of for the fun places that you would take and where you would take friends and your personal fun places that you like to go to. Here, I'm gonna actually, because I'm always adding to this list the more people I talk to. You're the third one I'm interviewing for this so far, and my thing I want to say is like, where's your local spot? What's your local spot? What have you really liked about your place that's like, it might be a chain restaurant or a chain place, or like some people, they come here, they hang out in the coffee shops, or they go to Starbucks or Staya or Book Off. Like what's your local hangout like outside of home?
If I go outside, usually Dan's Bar,
Okay.
Captain's Table, which is a restaurant right next to it.
Okay.
And also I'm new to I live in Gobo, which doesn't really matter, but I'm new to Gobo, so there isn't really much. So maybe I'll go to the mall.
Okay. Nice. Mall rat. Be a mall rat. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. I really haven't. I go to different places. If I go to my favorite place to eat right now, Coco Ichibanya.
I literally just fucking interviewed you, this guy in fucking Saga, and then like Molly and Shizuoka, and then everyone's been saying Coco Ichiban. I had it 2 days ago. I can't say, even one of my Patreon guys, he's like, I will PayPal you money, please. Like I used to live in Japan. I want 20 beef packets. I'll pay double. Just like, please send it. So yep, Coco Ichiban. It's Japanese curry, and it's fucking awesome. I should really have them sponsor this fucking podcast, because that's the amount of gaijin love going towards Coco Ichiban is it's off the charts, baby.
When I first came to Japan, I was like, screw curry. I ate that.
Yep.
It's over.
Everyone says it. Everyone says it. Yep. Shit, dude. So, okay, well, now we're going to talk about, we're going to get to the kind of more personal-ish with Mike, where he's going to tell us more about, it's more deep. We're going to get into the darkness and deepness known as Mike from Jersey over here. And so, first off, do you have any funny stories from your time in that prefecture? I had one, like, where this guy was literally driving and he, like, opened up the door. It's funny because, like, he could have just leaned out the window, but he opened up the door to puke while he was driving. It was beautiful. It was like watching ballerinas, like, who are blind or something. I don't know. Just so unique and beautiful.
As far as fun, well, here's a fun story. Well, for me, it's fun.
Yes.
I was on a train, and I guess I had one of the only seats, and there was an old lady getting on, and I got up and I gave her my seat, as I always do to the elderly.
Yes,
and
good Samaritan Mike.
As she was leaving, she handed me a bag full of candy. So that actually happened twice already, where
Wow.
you get things for giving up your seat.
That's awesome. I'm such a horrible person. I never give up my seat. I'm like, you're old. The seat. I don't sit in the fucking old people seats, but I'm like, your seat is over there. There's two young people sitting in them. You tell those fucking assholes to move. I'm in this seat. You know, you're old.
There was the one story where I got up for an older lady, and she sat down, and she started yelling at everybody around them how it took a gaijin to pretty much get up and let her sit, and all yous are sitting down and have no respect. I don't know exactly what she said, but
That's awesome. Fucking, I got these, I got a hidden camera today, and I really hope, and it's like one of those things where you just click it and it starts recording, so I'm really hoping to capture memories like that soon. Like, you know, the more I go out and stuff. That's awesome, Mike. That's great. Have you met any interesting characters? I mentioned in the previous podcast that I've recorded so far that there's a certain guy who works for an ALT company who is of Samoan origin who likes to have his girlfriend fuck other Japanese guys, and then he bursts out of the closet and scares them and starts fucking his girlfriend in front of them. It's a beautiful situation. I'm happy that people came over here, and I think if they're getting into this podcast, they kind of know what they're getting into, but maybe I should put a warning at the beginning of this. But anyway, it doesn't have to be something fucked up like you literally scare the shit out of some guy who's fucking your girlfriend.
Nah, there's this one lady in my new town where we always see her no matter what, and she's heavy set.
Yeah.
Very heavy.
Yeah.
But she's always walking.
Huh.
And she's always walking in different parts of, like, Gobo. So we'll be in one place and we'll be gone for like 3 hours, and then we'll walk to the mall. We'll drive to the mall and we'll see her walking over by the mall. And we're just like, it's the walking lady.
Yeah. It's like, how does she not look? She keeps staying the same weight. Like, what is she doing? She's getting, you know, she's everywhere she goes, she eats. That's how she maintains a hard knock life for fat ladies, I tell you what. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, the fat lady stories. I want a fat lady story. Do I have any fat lady stories? No, I do not. I need to get some fat lady stories.
It's hard to find a fat lady.
Yeah, right. You gotta find them first, and then make it to get this story. Oh man. So how do you like working here, Mike? Let's talk about your commute. Let's talk about your work. How's it going for work?
All right. So, like I mentioned kind of earlier, I work at a school where I teach 1 week, and then they have a Japanese teacher 3 weeks. Okay. So I have 4 different schools.
Okay.
When I was living in Wakayama City, the commute was mostly an hour, which isn't too bad.
Yeah.
I had one school which is 2 hours.
Okay.
But then I decided to move closer to where my wife was.
Okay.
So those 1 hours turned into 2 hours.
Yeah.
And the 2 hours turned into 10 minutes. So right now we moved again to another place. And they gave me all new schools. So I have one school in my town. I have one school. The furthest one is an hour away.
Okay. It's all by train commuting.
Yeah. Unless my wife drives me.
Nice. I wish I had a wife to give me rides, sexually and other. Yeah, well, I mean, dude, I gotta get a sugar mama. I'll be like, I need to go to Shinjuku. That's only a 15-minute train ride from your house. I don't care, baby. Get in the Benz. We're driving. We're going in style. We ain't going with the peasants. You know, the
Yeah.
train. We don't need to leave. We don't need to be bothered by your midnight curfews. And anyway, yes, Mike, it's good. Trains, cars, etc. Trains, planes, and automobiles. John Candy.
Commute. The only thing, the commute is not long. It's just waiting for the train.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the train. Oh man. So, but I mean, working wise in Japan, it's okay.
Oh, as far as I'm concerned, I love it. At least at my job, I have no one over my head staring at me. It's an eikaiwa, so I'm by myself. I have a lesson plan already made out. I don't have to make up my own lessons. All I have to do is incorporate games with them and have fun. I'm not so into the singing and dancing, but something that comes with the territory.
I don't really like. It's fucking. But I mean, sometimes it's okay. Like if I'm singing "Working for the Weekend" or something, it gets pretty intense in there.
We have, I guess we have our own types of songs, which are American based, but they change the words, I guess, for copyright.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't mind doing it with the younger kids. So my school's from like 3 to maybe 17,
Okay.
18. And we have to do it all the way up to like 12-year-olds. And
Yeah.
the 12-year-olds aren't going to want to do that. So
Yeah, the 12-year-old's like, this is gay, sensei. You're gay.
this is the worst. That's probably the worst part. But I mean, as far as everything, my work is great.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's good to hear. And right now you're just English teaching. There's nothing else you're doing on the side or anything.
No, I haven't even done private lessons yet. I haven't even hit into the other people's pockets.
Nice, dude. You're doing like, what is it? Are you on your work visa or are you on a spouse visa right now?
Right now I'm on my work visa, but soon I'm going to change it to spouse.
Yeah, dude, start hustling, man. Once you get that spouse visa, you got like unlimited. It's like permanent residency, you know. You got all these fucking, you can do everything. It's great.
Yeah. Well, that was the other thing I was going to say. If I'm married, I was going to figure out if I could do the permanent. I don't know what's better to have, permanent or spousal.
No, get the permanent as soon as possible. And if you're married, you can get it in 3 years. It's awesome. I had to wait 9, but you can get it in 3. So, you know, hey, man, don't get divorced. You're good. Or at least don't get divorced until 4 years. That's all you got to do. But I know Mike. He ain't going to get divorced. In fact, if anything, he's going to get double married. Triple married. We're going to renew our vows in 2 weeks after getting married. That's how good this marriage is.
Yeah.
So what's okay, so why don't you tell me about so to move on for the prefecture and the people that you met, working conditions. So how about the place you live in now? Do you like it? What's nice, what's bad? Is it apartment, house? How's the rent, etc.?
Okay, first I'm going to give you a word of advice for people that's trying to come here.
Yeah.
Is don't take a company apartment.
Oh yeah, oh shit. I really wish I should have. I think there's a lot of videos out there maybe mentioning it slightly, but that's very important. Yeah, don't take company housing ever. Find your own.
I was screwed for a year with company housing, and it was such a small apartment and nowhere to put my clothes, but it was in a good location. But since I came to where I live now, I have a spare bedroom waiting for you to come and visit.
Yeah.
So it's, I guess what I would call it, a 2-bedroom, a living room, nice shower room, laundry room, kitchen's nice and big.
How much is the rent per month, if you don't mind me inquiring?
It is only about $550.
You son of a bitch. Wait, how far are you from the station though?
I could show you the station from my window.
You son of fucking.
But it's the Inaka. I'm in the Inaka. You're in the city.
But still, yeah, I'm paying like triple that, and I'm you know, well, it's not that bad. I love my house. I mean, I'd rather be in a house than, you know, than an apartment. It took me a while to find a good fucking house in Japan, so, or at least in Tokyo. So.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
For other people, it's Goman Gosen about.
Yeah, Goman Gosen, so about $550, rough give or take, per month for your rent. That's awesome. Okay.
We were gonna rent a house, but they were way too far from the station, and they were old.
Yeah.
Much happier where I am now.
Oh, that's smart, dude. That's smart. Like, you know, you know, you gotta. It's all about compromise when you're doing this stuff, but also it's just like you gotta know what's important for you, and like, you know, having hot running water and, you know, look closer to the station or whatever. You know, it's it's compromises, but you like where you live.
Love it.
Nice. So what about, you know, why don't you tell me what's the... Okay, so what do you recommend living? Would you recommend anybody who's coming to Japan for the first time to live in Wakayama? Why not?
I 100% recommend living in Wakayama. The people are nice. The food's good. Everything is great. It's not expensive like Tokyo. You can actually, you probably make double what I make, or you probably make what I make part-time.
Yeah.
And I'm still able to save money. I know everybody wants to move to the bigger cities, and even when they visit, they want to go to. I say, come to Wakayama.
Yeah.
Come visit. We're close. If you want the city, we have Osaka an hour away. You want some culture? We got Kyoto right up above us. We have Nara. Go pet some deer.
Yeah. So you're in a really good location as far as you're concerned.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. So do you, Mike, I guess, so you would say definite yes on people moving to Wakayama, even if it's their first time moving to Japan. Awesome tits. So Mike, I guess the last question I have to ask you, I think it's the biggest one, is just like, what are the future plans for Mike? Are you going to go back home at some point? Are you a lifer like me?
I am a lifer.
You're going to die in Japan?
Unless my wife makes me go to America. But I am a lifer. Until I could live like I live here in America, I will never leave Japan. As far as cost of living, my dollar goes a lot further here. My plans for the next 5 years is building a school and also building a house.
Okay. Which
should come across.
Building a house and building a school. Is it going to be the same building?
No. The school is actually already being built as we speak. Yeah. But we have to squirrel away money to get that house dream.
Are you going to be built? Are there going to be some little Mikeys going around at some point?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Nice.
We do like making them. Yes, we like the process.
I even like practicing making them.
Yeah, right. The it's all practice makes her perfect, baby. Come on, if we don't do this every day, how are we ever gonna get good at this stuff? Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I mean, like, that's like one of the biggest things. Like, I hope to like show off of this podcast is that, like, listen, like, I think you meet a majority of people who want to come here for a vacation. Like a living vacation, pretty much, that don't really commit to this place. Even my buddy Andrew is fucking fluent in Japanese, and like, I don't even fucking work at a hardcore Japanese company, but even I know if you work there, you gotta expect them to be Japanese, and Japanese don't do things like America land, but that's okay, and that's one of the reasons why I like it here. But he's moving, he's leaving, he's fluent in Japanese, he went to college here, and he's just done with Japan. He's like, fuck Japan, I'm leaving. I'm like, you're a little bitch, dude. I love this place. I came here on purpose, and I thought you did too, but he's leaving. But when I talk to people like you, Mike, it makes me feel better, like knowing that I'm going to have, lifer buddies as well.
Some people just can't hack it.
Yeah, right? Some people just can't fucking hack it, And I think, what is it? Like even Ardo DeBito, you know him? He was a blogger.
Yeah.
He, he's one of my friends, but he lives in Hawaii right now. And like one of the things he told me before he moved there was just like he hated that they didn't have Japanese friends, and that most of his long-term friends were like gaijin here, and that like the worst part about living in Japan was that like most of his gaijin friends that he actually got to know really well would leave. And it's like, that's one of the things I think that's the number one thing that sucks about Japan when you're at least in the city. When I was in the countryside, there's not any gaijin to hang out with, so you can only hang out with Japanese. But when you're here, Tokyo, it's so easy to meet people, especially if they're gaijin, and you're just like, hey, you want to hang out today? And they're like, yeah, fuck yeah.
I got nothing to do.
Yeah, it's like, fuck yeah. But Japanese friends are like, you gotta call me 2 weeks ahead of time. And I'm not really, it's like, and so, but it does suck because people who you develop these really strong relationships with, they leave. They like, they never have 100% commitment like you and me. And they're, and then like, but then it's good. It's just, all I'm trying to say is it's great. Obviously, you should make friends that are Japanese, especially if you're gonna be here long term. But meeting people, you can't do fucking Jersey accent, fucking Jersey Shore, baby. Yeah, I don't know, just get Snooki over here. You can't do references like that with Japanese people. They'll be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But it's good that you can have people like that are gonna be here for a while. That kicks ass.
So I got a question for you, Sam.
Okay.
What are most of your viewers from? America?
A majority of them are from America, and then the second one it's like majority of them, and then the second one is actually in Japan.
Oh,
Weird.
okay. So now my follow-up questions would be: how many people tell you they're coming to Japan?
I don't know. A good portion of them come, or a good portion of them say they're coming, I guess, or that they want to come.
But now my real question would be: how many actually come?
Fuck. Actually, a good majority of them. Well, I mean, not a good majority, but definitely the ones that I meet in person that have been over here, they come, but they don't stay over, I think, for the most part. I mean, right now, I have a guy from Ireland. He moved over here because, well, I mean, kind of like you. I wouldn't say it's all for me. I don't think it's ever just because of me, but he was a viewer like you, and he's doing Jet now, and he wants to stay here long term too. So I want to be like DeBito, but not activist. I want to be a long-term gaijin guy who's like, come to Japan. I love you, and I love me, and I love us loving Japan, and like, I'm totally want to be that guy when I'm 50 years old who's like, you came to Japan, you like it? Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Let's go get a beer.
I'll tell you what, when you're on the American side watching the videos, as far as being here, it's two different things. Like, they think we're hanging out with Godzilla and stomping monsters and partying all the time. But they don't. There's a real life here. You go to work, you do real things. It's not all party and games.
Yeah, I agree. I just, I think, I'm always pleasantly surprised when I see some viewers come over here, especially like you who like, man, like you hit the ground running when you came here. You're just like, I saw your Facebook updates. You're just like, hey, I'm going here. Look at these fucking pictures. Yeah, and then you're like, all of a sudden it's like, I got a wife now, and like, I'm actually happy. Fuck you guys. I don't know. I'm really happy for you, Mike. I'm really happy that you're still. I hope that energy ball that you got going and you never fucking extinguishes, man.
I don't think it will. I follow your lead.
Yeah, right. Man, this is a good idea. I'm gonna put this at the end too if they want to ask me questions too, because that's funny. So you'll have any question, or I noticed you have braces too. I have braces too.
The main reason why I asked that was because I know I've been telling you probably 6 years, oh, I'm coming, and after the 4th year, you're probably like, no, you're not.
Yeah. Yeah, I do get that quite a bit, where it's like, okay, well, where are you? Where do you fucking come? That's why I don't like meeting up with people who are just visiting, man. Like, I don't really, it's like, well, that's why I kind of started those tours, I'm like, even the guy who's staying at my house right now, he's paying me to stay here. I'm not fucking, like, if I'm gonna be, okay, it's like, if you're here for a long term and you've, like, kind of proven it to me, like, he's fucking in Jet. He can't get out of that. He's, he's stuck in Hokkaido. Like, you prove to me that you're gonna be here, not that just you're here for two days. If you're here for 2 days, well, let's make it be the best 2 days ever, and also pay me some fucking cash too.
No, I hear you.
Yeah,
time is money.
Yeah, but
you're a celebrity. You're a Japan celebrity, gaijin celebrity.
Oh man, I was talking to the dude for the second one today. I was talking to him, and he saw my videos, but he didn't know me that well. But it's funny. He's a great guy, and I'm not talking shit at all about him right now. I'm mentioning a funny little tidbit from our conversation, and it was funny because he's got 50,000 subscribers, and I've only got like 11,000. And he's like, I can give you some hints and tips on YouTube stuff if you want. I was like, yeah, man, I'm totally down for hearing it. And then he checks my Patreon, which is like $1,000 this month, and his Patreon's like 2 or something. And I was just, I don't know, it's just like that GIF or like that YouTube clip of the black dudes, like, during a rap battle, they're like, oh, I'm just like, yep, I might not have the biggest fucking community, but it's the best community.
Yeah, like, the way I feel about it lately is there's only 3 video people I watch now, which is you, Victor, and Mully.
Oh, okay.
And for some reason, like, I don't know if I lost interest in everybody else. Like, I had a different thinking when I was like, when I come here, I'm going to be best friends with Sam and Victor, and we're going to hang out all the time. And no, it's not like that, people.
Yeah, get your fucking priorities straight, you motherfuckers. So that's, is there any business... lastly, is there any YouTube or like, is there anything you'd like to plug, last Mike? This is your floor right now, dude.
Okay, well, if you want to see my YouTube channel, which is going to be boring, it's Shoeless Floor Dweller.
Okay,
so
and that will be down in the description down below, guys. Go check that link.
And
if you want to see
also,
some of Mike's videos.
Go to Dan's bar. Tell him Mike sent you.
Yeah, go to Dan's bar down in Wakayama City. Tell him Mike sent you. My brother Joe, he works for the city. Don't worry, he's gonna get you a good deal, you know? Welcome to Joe and Jimmy's Plumbing, where your number 2 is our number 1, yeah.
Yeah, I have nothing really to plug too much.
Okay, besides, yeah, come to Wakayama, right?
Yeah, come to Wakayama. Come visit me.
Yeah, fuck
You
it.
want
Do some
you
Wakayama
wanna-
tours.
you want to be my friend? Mike Marino on Facebook.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, Mike, like, thanks so much for fucking coming on here today and just showing some people some awesome Japan gaijin love. And, yeah, if you guys would like to follow Mike, I'll put his links down below. And, you know, yeah. Anyway, Mike, can I get you just to tell everybody to stay black at the end of this?
Yeah, no problem. Everybody stay black.
Yeah, stay black, bitches. Okay, and...
Thank you, Sam.
Yep, thanks, Mike. Yeah, buddy. Hey everybody, just some last minute announcements. If you're not already doing it, please consider following us on social media, links down below. Big thank you to everybody who clicked on the podcast to listen today. Do us a favor, and if you liked this podcast, help us grow by smashing that like button, subscribe button, and subscribe bell to get notified when the new podcast comes out. Did you learn something new on today's podcast? Do you want to hear more? Which out of these 3 prefectures should we do a podcast on next? Let us know by emailing us at tkyosam@gmail.com. If you are listening to this in your car and you want to conserve your phone data, consider following us on the other podcast platforms. We are currently on iTunes, Spotify, and SoundCloud. Links down below. Like always, this wouldn't be a Tkyosam production without giving a special sweet thank you / shout out to all of the Tkyosam fam who support us over on patreon.com/Tkyosam. Without your support, this podcast would be much harder to produce. Thank you all so much for the support. That's it for this month's Prefecture podcast. What did you think of it? Good, bad? Let us know in the comment section down below. Finally, we are always looking for new people to interview on this podcast. If you check out the video description below, you can find out what prefecture we still need to find people to interview for. If you know somebody, let us know by emailing us at tkyosam@gmail.com. Like always, this has been the Where Come From Japan podcast. Thank you all for watching, and most importantly, stay black.